About 200 trained members of Gana'S group remain in the forest of Benue northeast and parts of neighboring Taraba state, according to a leader of the gang. And the gang identified himself to the nation during an encounter in Kefi, Nasarawa State yesterday evening. Said Gana'S had instructed his second-in-command to take over the event, that Gana'S, if in case he does not come back alive during his trip from Katsina, Allah to Makurdi. And the member, aka Major, said Gana'S, whose real name is Tawase Akwaza, seemed to have a premonition of his death before venturing out of the forest on Tuesday to accept the offer of amnesty from the state government. Major spoke on his way to Abuja to commiserate with one of the widows of Gana'S. Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State said yesterday that he would not take issues. We warned him not to come out. We told him that the said amnesty was a ploy to get him. He agreed with us but said he had made up his mind to surrender and that he was tired of staying in the bush. He told us that he was coming out from the bush to honor the Bishop of Boko, William Aveyam, and Senator Gabriel Suswam, both of whom he said had been mounting pressure on him in the last 3 months to come out and embrace peace, and that he had made up his mind to embrace peace. Ayodehimba said Ghana had a structured empire in place in the forest with over 200 well-trained armed men spread across Benue northeast and parts of Taraba state. It is a battalion. We are many and have a very strong network. Gana'S was a leader that cared so much about us. On that very day, he assembled us in the morning in the bush and addressed us. He directed us on what to do if he did not return alive. He told us that if his coming out was a setup, the battle should continue. Oh? But if it was with genuine intention, he would want us to lay down our arms. Ayodehimba recalled that Bishop Aveyam was always calling Gana'S on the phone, preaching the gospel to him to change his ways and embrace peace. He added, I can tell you that Gana'S accepted Christ before his death. He had planned to be baptized by the bishop after the amnesty. He had even discussed wedding one of his wives in the church. He was actually tired of what he was doing. I was among the 5 gang members that disappeared in the convoy when the army stopped us in Boko. Our vehicle was behind the official car of the local government chairman that was conveying Gana'S to Makurdi. Gana'S could not disappear because he had already handed over his power to the second commander before embarking on that ill-fated journey to Makurdi. His intention was to come back from Makurdi and make sure that peace returned permanently in Sankira, Logo, Ukum, Katsina, Allah local governments, and Suswam had assured him of full support. He had told us that one of the things he intended to do in Makurdi was to plead with Governor Ortom to forgive him and reassure him of peace in Benue. He claimed that Gana'S had supernatural powers delivered from burying his 12-year-old daughter alive 11 years ago in his Gibse village. He claimed that Gana'S had supernatural powers derived from burying his 12-year-old daughter alive 11 years ago in his Gibse village. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. That was why he was very powerful, and those powers are still intact because he gave them to someone very close to him. The military got Gana'S easily because he came out of the forest. Gana'S was in his village in Gibse when he was declared wanted some years back, and each time the military went there to arrest him, they were unable to identify him. Now Gana'S is no more, but his spirit is still very much alive. He gave us a directive on what to do in case he died. At the moment, we are mourning him. I would not take issues with military on Gana'S death, says Ortom. Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State, who was waiting in Makurdi on Tuesday for what was planned to be a historic meeting with Ghana, only to be informed of his death, said yesterday that he would not make issues with the military on the circumstances of the terrorist death. The military had claimed that Ghana was shot dead during an exchange of gunfire with soldiers, while government officials in the same convoy with the deceased said he was dragged out of the car that was taking him to Makurdi, bundled him into a security vehicle and later shot. Speaking to reporters after an expanded meeting of the State Security Council, Autumn said his administration had decided to move ahead with the amnesty program as Ghana is dead and will not come back to life. He, however, said he was waiting for explanation from the military on what went wrong. Autumn said the people of Sankera had expressed deep concerns over the circumstances and stories surrounding the arrest and killing of Ghana, noting, however, that government would continue to interface with the army for amicable resolution of the impasse. He stated that council also resolved that the amnesty program be extended to other parts of the state, saying that a committee had been constituted to ensure the training and reintegration of the repentant youth into the society. So guys, these are the explanations of the second in command and the whole thing that happened during that event. A lot of people do not even know what really happened, what really transpired and all of that. And I don't know whether you think what the military did was the right thing, whether it was the right thing, but they cannot even get Chicago. And with this kind of a thing, they are always telling us that, oh, the way Nigerians are taking it, when the government is always talking about, oh, they want to do amnesty, they want to do this. Everywhere is amnesty. Every region is amnesty. Every state is going to be amnesty. Every local government amnesty, amnesty, amnesty. When you don't do the right thing, because what led to this? Because what we are supposed to, where we are not supposed to be spending money, because we don't do the right thing, we will be spending money and be wasting money. Simple thing. A journey that's supposed to take us 10 minutes, we'll be spending 3 hours because we are not doing the right thing, because the road is not smooth. If you do the road very well, it will take that same 10 minutes. People will say achieve it. I'm just trying to to make an analogy with all these things that are happening. What are the root cause of all these problems that we are facing here and there, that the government is not ready to fix just because of their own selfish interest? That is what has really escalated to this whole thing. Because if we have to think deeply and look at what really happened, what has been causing unrest here and there, it's still the same corruption, because people who are supposed to do the right thing are not doing it. They are fighting for their pocket. Because if you trace all of this, is because we need to look in depth to what has happened. You talk about, oh, maybe people are dragging land, or you are talk about poverty, you talk about the economy, you talk about the things that are not working. That is why somebody will want to go in the line of crime. Though it is not everybody that has that tendency that you are going to be talking to them, or they be advising them, saying, I don't want to do this thing, I don't want to do this thing, I don't want to do this thing, let me just be managing. It is not everybody that will manage. A lot of people will just say they can't cope again. That's why you see that crime is all over the place. How many factions of groups of people that will the government be fighting and be talking to every now and then, because we are not doing the right thing? Fix the economy, fix everything, be sincere about governance. Everybody will be busy. Not that there will be no crime or whatever, but it will be minimal. We are talking about the small crimes. Then we are still talking about the ones that are, that are higher there. Different categories. Now they will tell you that, they are doing amnesty, they are not doing that. So how do you expect other people to come out? How do you expect other people, since that is the line that you want to toe? How do you expect other people to come out? You can imagine now saying that he has about 200, a lot of people, and now he has even given a warning if he comes back or if he will not come back. But now see, that means he already have a plan. So what would have been like what the governor said would have been historical. Now they've messed up everything, and the man said he doesn't even know what to say. Now you think the other people will not be pained, because he cannot be working in isolation, because we have those who are going to be close to him, and that is one of the people, which is the second in command, that they have many of them. And he has said, if it does not happen this way, if it happened this way, this is what they need to do. How do you expect peace to reign again? There are a lot of things that need to be talked about. Because of time, we might not be able to make mention of them. But let us know what you think about this whole thing, this whole scenario. Well, you will surely one day end up worse than Ghana. If I may ask, what are the 200 fighting for? Control, resource or gangsterism. Okay, someone say, well, please tell us first what Boko Haram are fighting for, then you will get an explanation. I will answer your question when you openly condemn Boko Haram and call a spade a spade. In all of this, let the government do the right thing. We are complaining about these Boko people. Something led to all of this. Something led to all of this. It's a situation whereby the people or the youth are fully employed. They are fully engaged. Nobody is going to be using them for anything. Nobody. The reason why most times when people always talk about, try to advise the youth, advise those who want to be working for all these politicians, the reason why they will not hear is that we'll still continue to have this problem, because a lot of people are still suffering, because maybe you are having you can afford 1 square meal. Some people can afford 2 square meals. Some people can even afford 3. Some people cannot even afford at all. So you that you'll be able to afford 1 square meal, you are still saying, oh, you are still poor. But somebody cannot even afford 1 square meal. Maybe every once in 2-3 days, and you expect that person to understand what you are saying. Some people who can even afford 2 square meals, they cannot even cope. Not talk of this. So the level of tolerance differs from persons to person. So if we want to look at this whole thing, it's very, very deep. Very, very deep. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Let us have what you think in the comment section. Thank you.